Petting with Cheri Hardman. Today's guest is Sierra Fitzgerald. Hey, Sierra.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. I hear you have a friend there. Would you like to
I
introduce
do.
us?
Lola up. So this is Lola. She is a Corgi Jack Russell mix.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a jerk, but I love her anyway.
How old is she?
She is almost 5.
Oh. And how long have you had her?
I've had her for about 3 years.
Okay. And how did she come to end up with you?
So I am her 4th home. I got her when I saw I'd been looking for a dog anyway, and I saw a Facebook post where a coworker of mine was looking to rehome his dog. She has a very strong herding instinct, and they had a toddler, and it just wasn't working out. Turned out he had adopted her from another friend of ours who had adopted her when her brother had gotten a dog that he was not able to take care of, so she took her from him. And yeah, she was 1.5 years and had been, was her 4th home, and I promised her she would never go to another home again.
Oh, sounds like my story with my dog. So what was it like the first day that you got her? How did she do?
She was so sweet and wanted really badly to make me happy. You could tell she was a little scared. But I think that she was like, okay, this is my home now. I have to make her like me.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
So does she do any tricks, or does she have any quirks? Like anything unusual about her?
She well, when I first got her, she would spite pee.
Oh.
She's very well trained. She doesn't, she's paper trained and all of that. But if you would upset her, she would wait until you were watching and then pee on something you loved.
Oh.
But she would hold eye contact while she did it. Aside from that, she can jump about 5 feet.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that those kind of dogs typically do, or is that just?
Well, she's a mixed breed, so there's that. But also, it means I can't keep anything out of her reach because I'm only 5'2". So pretty much, I can't keep anything out of her reach because pretty much if it's out of her reach, it's also out of my reach.
I gotcha. All right. Well, did she come with the name Lola, or did you name her?
Her name was Beignet when I got her.
And what made you choose the name Lola?
You know that song, Whatever Lola Wants, Lola Gets?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it quickly became apparent that she was super sweet on that first day and the second day. By about the 4th day, she was like, oh, so this is my house.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let you stay here as long as you do what I tell you.
That's cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
So if Lola could write a review of you as an owner, what would she say?
A 5-star, out of a scale of 5 stars, she'd probably give me a 3. She'd probably say that she deserves more treats. We relocated, so she'd probably be upset that she hasn't been to her favorite bar in a while. She doesn't understand that bar is in another city. And I'd probably get bonus points for the belly rubs and ear scratches.
Ah, okay. All right. You're getting a little wonky again. I hope we don't lose you. If we do, that's okay.
Okay.
Editing, we can edit. So, all right. So we're going to switch gears here now. And we are going to talk about heavy petting of the human variety.
Okay.
I always have to stop here and like explain. Back in the olden times, heavy petting was a term that we used for making out. But as far as the show goes, it's anything that encompasses dating, relationship, sex. So any interesting, fun story that you have about one of those things that you could tell us.
Okay. So this one's going to be very, very cringeworthy. But considering that my 20-year reunion is coming up, it is fitting. I made out with a teacher at my prom.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was like a first year, I believe, possibly a second year, but I believe he was one of the first year teachers that all the girls were gung ho. There was starting to be a transition at my high school where a lot of the older teachers were retiring and new teachers were coming in. And so, high school kids, recent college grads, we're checking out the merchandise, so to speak.
Right.
And the hotel that the prom was at, we had the prom there every year. And that year, I think there was construction or something. Something was going on to where there was power out in parts of the building, and teachers had to escort us, or chaperones had to escort us anytime we left the ballroom. And why they didn't change the venue, I don't know, but I guess it was because they did prom there every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the bathroom, and he was my escort to the bathroom. And we ended up in a stairwell making out.
Now, wait a minute. How does that happen? How do you go from we're going to the bathroom to we're making out?
I'm not fully sure how it happened. I feel like I probably started flirting with him. I would like to believe that as a teacher, he wouldn't have been the first to start flirting. But the high school that I went to, seniors didn't return to school after the prom. So the day before prom was your last day of school. So technically, I wasn't a student anymore. And
Right.
I'm pretty sure I was quick to remind him that I wasn't a student anymore.
Right.
And, it was a distance to the bathroom, and we chatted, and we ended up, also my dress was like fitted across the top with these straps, and one of my straps broke. And then I had the bright idea to just take the other one off, and I thought the dress would pretty much just stay up on its own because I was in high school and I wasn't yeah. And so another teacher, a woman teacher, had actually had to safety pin my dress to my my strapless bra, but it was one of those strapless backless bras. So it was a whole mess. I needed a lot of help, and I'm positive that I in some way told him that he needed to help me.
Right.
So anyway, we're making out in the stairwell. Things are getting hot and heavy. As I said, it was in a hotel. And he was like, well, we should get a hotel room together. I really hope this guy's still not teaching. I really hope he's been fired by now. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he said, wait, you're 18, right? And I told him that I would be in a couple of weeks. And he abruptly walked away.
Oh.
And I spoke to him again.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
really hope that guy's not teaching anymore.
Yeah. What kind of teacher was he?
I don't remember. So he didn't teach seniors. He taught like freshmen and sophomores. I want to say he taught like freshman English, but again, 20 years ago. I didn't have a single class with him. I had never interacted with him before that night. I barely knew this guy. But I knew he was a teacher at my school.
Yeah. Did you tell any of your friends?
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Like I said, there were like a handful of like young teachers that had recently started that year.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and all the girls would, and because there were a couple of female teachers too that the guys would gush over. So we're all gushing over these teachers.
Right.
I had to say, yes, I got one.
Of course.
In the stairwell at the prom. I think I started bragging about it while I was still at prom.
Probably. Now, see, as an educator and as a parent, I'm horrified. But as someone who used to be a teenage girl, I'm like, yes, this story's kind of hot. Now, does that make any sense? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The teenage girl in me was so proud of my conquest. But the mom in me is like, if I ever found out that my kid and a teacher, I would have their head. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, no one's ever told a story like that before on this show, so there we go.
It could have ended a lot worse.
Right. That's true. At least he walked away,
Yeah, but he only walked away when he found out I hadn't had my 18th birthday yet.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not doing jail for this. So you never saw him again. And have you gone to any other reunions?
No, my 10-year reunion, I was like, well, there's Facebook. I see everyone, yada, yada. But now, 20 years and after these uncertain times, I just really want to go and see everyone. Most of my classmates seem to be doing pretty well. So we were planning like a destination reunion. So like a cruise or something.
Man, this COVID has just ruined everything, hasn't it? Every birthday, every celebration, it's just messed with us. So, all right. So, this doesn't have to necessarily do with that last story, but it's along the same lines. So, what's the best compliment you've ever received on your naked body?
That is a tough one. Wow. I'm a double D, so I tend to get some compliments about that a lot.
A lot of boob compliments, yeah. All right. Yeah, and well, some people have said I've never gotten a compliment on my naked body, so at least you've got some compliments under your. Now, other than this, don't say this just because you're here. What's the best thing that happened to you today?
It was a really nice day, and I just went on a really long walk this morning.
Sweet. Now, where do you live? Where are you out of?
I'm in Houston.
Oh.
Yeah, so for the first time in forever, it's not hot.
So what kind of temp you guys running there about right now?
At the time, it was this morning, it was about 60 degrees. I think the high was under 70. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Cool. All right. So if people want to see you, are you guys still doing comedy down there, or?
There are some shows. There are some shows here. I'm personally not doing in-person shows because I'm cuddly and people like to touch me, and I would like for that not to happen. But I do virtual shows. I actually have a monthly, the last Wednesday of every month is the Take 5 Comedy Hour, and it's live on Zoom.
Oh, okay. All right. Anywhere else that you want to direct people to find you?
You can find me on Facebook. My name is Sierra Fitzgerald. That's Sierra with an S. Fitzgerald, like every Fitzgerald you've ever met. And yeah, find me on Facebook.
All right. And do you have a Venmo?
I do.
In case anybody wants to send you money, why don't you give us that?
My Venmo is Sierra, Sierra Fitzgerald -1.
All right. I'll put that in the description and stuff too. Well, great. It was nice meeting you and nice meeting Lola. Thank you very much for coming on. That sweet, simple, and easy. It worked out really well. It was great meeting you. I hope to run into you on some, I've been not Zooming much comedy, but I'm getting ready to start doing it. So I think I've forgotten most of my jokes, so I need to start practicing. So
you know what? It's been a good time for me to do the Zoom. I'm enjoying it.
Well, good. Well, I hope to see you around then.
All right.
Well, thank you. All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's on her mind? She's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl, big, big girl.